gonna get rid of that for a second. That's part of a bigger story. Good evening, and it's a rest day. It is the first day we're making sure that we have all of our Dark Souls 3 weaponry. My goal is for our fourth run or third. So we've done one New Game Plus run of Dark Souls 3. So we're currently on New Game Plus 2. Sorry, I'm a hot mess here. Apologize. And with that, what my goal is come New Game Plus number 3, we'll have every single weapon available to some degree of upgrading. To do a thing where for donations or subs or bits, we will be spinning a wheel and changing my weaponry or my layout. The problem I have run into is this. Nope, that's the wrong one. This is the one. This is just daggers and straight swords and great sword. We're just hitting the ultra great swords with this right-hander. On the plus side, what we can do is in the game, we can start deleting things based on our inventory, which is going to be neither here nor there. We're going to start trying to do it now. Unfortunately, this is going to be the boring part of things. So if you're here in the chat, please chit-chat. That's what we're here for. Because honestly, I want to get through this as quick as possible so we can get back to the gaming part of this. So the dagger we can get rid of off of the list because we have that. Whoops. And then we get the mail breaker, which is going off of the list now. The murky hand scythe we can get rid of. Beautiful. The handmaid's dagger, gone. The aquamarine dagger, gone. Tailbone short sword, got that. Beautiful. Theater, send it. Brigand twin dagger, get that off the list. Boom. Look at that. We're already well on the way. Oddly enough, we don't have a short sword, but we have a long sword. We can get that off the list. Broadsword. It's a sword for broads. Broken straight sword. We have like 3 of those, so we can get rid of that. Oh, what's this? The Lothric Knight's sword. We can get rid of that. Next up is the barbed straight sword, which we have. Boom. Alright. What's next? The dark sword. We have that. We can get that off the list. What's this? This is the ethereal straight sword. Gone. And straight sword is nope. Next one we have is the ringed knight straight sword. My goodness, we have quite a few things coming off the list. Which, oh, Lothric's holy sword we can probably get rid of now too. When I check the boss weapon, do I have the boss weapon? Fair enough. Where were we here? Those Gothard's twin swords, Valorheart, and go. I like that it's all in the order. Drake Blood's great. Oh wow, we have lots in the way of great sword. Executioner's great sword gone. I should actually be sharing this list. What we'll do is we'll go to this scene here, where you see now the list is no longer stretching the entire realm. Actually, hold on a second. Here's what we'll do. Get the game scene up. And I actually think we have this here. Bam. Bingo. There, now you can watch what I am tracking. So next up is Blood's Great Sword. Okay, Onyx Blade. Gone. Gone. Okay. Hollow Slayer Great Sword can go. Wolnir's Holy Sword. Go. Great Sword of Judgment can also. Storm Ruler, take your pick. I got 3 of them. Wolf Knight's Great Sword can go. Light Great Sword off of the list. There we go. Wow, we're getting there. Firelink Great Sword, go. Twin Prince's Great Sword, we have that. Gale's Great Sword, Boom. And then we get into the ultra great sword. So, the Zweihander we need. This next one that we have is just the great sword. Okay. And then we have the Astora great sword. Cool. All right. So from the Astora great sword, we got the Lothric Knight sword. We have the Cathedral. Yeah, because the next one we have is a Ring Knight. So, where's the ring? Oh my goodness. So, Cathedral Knight. Sword. Knight. More columns here. I know, this is super exciting. I'm really sorry that they're kind of starting off a little slow here. We'll get there, I promise. Fume Knight's Ultra Sword is in here, is it? Interesting. Or the Fume Ultra. Anyway. Cool. Profaned. Great. Sword. So we have the Ring Knight's paired great swords, and then the Farron, which we're probably going to be able to get after our next fight with the knights. You know the guys I'm talking about. All right, move to the curved blades. So we have the scimitar. We don't. God, I have so few like standard weapons. Falchion. Total? Add some more. Oh. Arthas. Curved. Arthas. Total. Group. Curved. Painting. Guardian. Curved sword. Follower. Sabre. Storm curves. Okay. Yeah. Curved sword. Crescent. Moon. And then we have Storm curved sword, Demon's Scar, Cell sword twin blades, Warden twin blades, the Dancer's enchanted swords. Nice. We move into curved great swords columns because we're still holy moly rolling along here. Karthus curved. Oh, we have the Karthus curved great sword. Okay, what's next? Exile great sword. Cool. Okay, so the world. Great sword and old all right, next thrusting swords. We have the rapier. We have Rickard's 8 right. Esta. Next, Ethereal rapier. We have Crystal Sage's rapier. We have. And next is the Rogue. that. Smooth out stream a touch. Here. Go. Okay. So we move into the katanas. We have the Uji Nagata. Twice. We don't have the washing bowl. Oh, this list. Just a temporary. Do we have the black blade next to the chaos? Alright, so we don't have the black blade. I'm kind of a fan of the fact that I've just found a list that is actually in the order that the weapons get sorted in. Dark Drift. We don't have. We don't have the Dark Drift. God, there's so many things we don't have. The Frayed Blade we have, and the Onakanari. We have two of those. Okay, we don't. Whoa. My axe collection is shameful as being me. Like 3 here that I'm ashamed to not have. Brigand Axe. Ooh, Dragon Slayer. Okay. Millwood Battle Axe is the next one. Serpent Hatchet. Butcher Knife we have. Eleonora. Twin. Find out where to get those. Okay, next in the way of great axes, we have the great axe, we have the great machete, Black Knight, great axe. We're almost there. We have. Oh no, we're not even close. Okay. On the plus side, we don't have. I'm gonna shut my mouth. It's gonna depress me. Holy smoke. Okay. We got a lot of weapons to get. I'm done trying to track all of this for now. So, less for the plat, more for the content. My goal is to collect all the weapons so that on we're on New Game Plus 2 right now, right? So what I want to do is for New Game Plus 3, introduce like a wheel of weapons. I mean, if I get the platinum for getting all the weapons, I get the platinum for getting all the weapons, right? I'm not going to complain about that. That's for sure. The other thing too is like I got all this information to collect, and then it's a matter of like, where are all these things? Oh yeah, there's the dragon. Like, wait a second. So yeah, if collecting the weapons is a step towards the platinum, it's a step towards. I'm not gonna complain about that. Sure. Really? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. That went terribly. I'm more annoyed than anything. How you doing tonight, Discanter? See you in the chat. Love to see all my night owls showing up. Boy, bruv. Unnecessary. Okay, soon I want to do some exploring down here. Whee. Yay! Oh my god. Come here. Break the spine, break the rest. Whoosh. That's what we call the big bonk. Courtesy of O's hammer. Nailbreaker. Collecting all the things. Oh, man, is it Friday yet? I know it's Monday. It's a holiday Monday. I'm already asking for a Friday, right? I mean, I'm asking for Friday because Elden Ring. But I'm not going to start playing it until Saturday. I'm giving myself a little extra time to recover from it. Oh. Alright. So we are going to catch the... I added Jake again. Try to pay much attention to quest lines this time around. Spent a lot of time with nephews and niece today. Also spent time with my poly people last few days. Also started talking to a few people in general. Oh, I played in Platinum. Friend who came over. I mean, at this point, I kind of just boosted as where I go with. Don't worry too much about it at this point, but I guess you may have more worries about it than I may at this point. I am fully boosted. And then again, I haven't really had people over. I'm kidding. I had one person over. Oh, hello. Miss me? Oh, it sounds like you had a good weekend. You had a long weekend too down south of the border, right? No, no, no! Don't do it! New game plus bonuses, I tells ya. Like tells ya. I don't want to have health issues. Yeah, okay. That's fair. Everybody's... You have your reason. That makes sense. Yeah, just more or less making conversation on that regard. Sharing my own experiences, as they say. Can I make that jump? Can I get my feeling? I want sexual healing. I made the jump. Made the jump. We did it. Did it, guys. Solved Dark Souls. Alright. Then we're going to come around the corner here. We're going to get that in a second. Got that in previous runs. You, sir. Ow! Kick an eye out with that, you know. Oh! Whoa! Nice! I am currently at war with the Orphan of Kos. That's my current uphill struggle in Dark Souls right now. And of course, I was massively under-equipped as far as like blood vials and quicksilver bullets are concerned. So I spent a little time today actually hunting that down to make sure we have very limited trips to go grinding on the next stream. Of course, with my luck, every time I do that, every time I massively over-prepare, what I've been doing is I've been hitting up the area before the wet nurse, which has been really good for both souls and blood vials. So, you know, I gained a couple stats as well here and there. What the fuck? Okay, hold on a second. I've been having a few technical issues with not good. Wondering if my Elgato is starting over. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see here. Son of a... Alright, bear with me. We're dealing with some technical issues. This is just what I need. This is just what I need after the weekend I've been having. Just exactly what I need. Alright, let's check some wiring first. Okay, it is not that. We're going to try doing this. The old plug it, unplug it, plug it back in again. Oh, this is my nightmare right now. I do not need to be replacing a fucking capture card. That is not a budgetary item I need to be considering right now. These things are expensive as fuck right now. Alright. Oh boy. Oh boy. Bear with me. This happened earlier today too, and I got it fixed, but oh, that's just great. Okay, hold on. Device already. All right. Let's that. Yeah. Where did that app go? Swear to God, man. The worst part is trying to figure out what it is that's causing the issue. Is it my HDMI splitter? Is it one thing or another? That's the problem. Have a rotten HDMI cable. Okay, that's there. This. Try this again. Wait, reactivate. All right, unplug it, plug it back in again. Temp number 12 on the night. And okay, here we go. God damn it. We're good. We're good. Give me a second to get back to the scene. And then game scene. Here we go. Back. That was just a Soul Hackers 2. I haven't heard about Soul Hackers 1. What is that, a game? Is that an indie game? Everything all at once now. Really? Persona. Alright, have a good night, kiddo. Love you too. Get a good night's sleep. See you in the morning. What the f- This is getting brutal. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, I think I found the problem. It looks like, because what I just did was excuse me? Weird. The game is now appearing, but now my capture card is not sending it via the HDMI cable, which is weird. You are the out cable. Plug you Yeah, no, it's not the game. The game's working fine. Here we go. But it looks like the cable to the back of my PS5 was a touch loose. Is we're gonna say that's what the problem was, even if it wasn't the problem. So, Shin Megami Tensei style game / Persona game. Atlas did one of those, didn't they? Or is like responsible for one of those games that you. Or is it just, you know what? No, Atlas will kind of be like, yo, hey, yeah, that kind of game works for us. Let's do it. Atlas made all. Yeah, it makes sense now. Ring of the Evil Eye plus. How have I been missing all of these? What the hell's the matter with me? Like, I think I picked up 3 or 4 things where I was just like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's a thing. Yeah, I think the only reveal I was aware of was a Street Fighter 6 reveal, which was kind of funny. It wasn't much of a reveal. You know, Ryu's in the game. Um, Surprise. Though he's definitely been hitting the gym and hitting the weights. Holy crap. He's on the Chris Redfield plan. Um, it's funny because I roll in the I am a little bit more involved lately as far as like keeping an eye on what's happening in the fighting game community. And Amber is like plugged the fuck into the Resident Evil community. So we have seen reactions from both of those communities today to that announcement, which is its own cuteness, as it were. You know, a big one of my favorite comments about it is like today Resident Evil fans were reminded that Capcom has made other games. Like, dude, I remember when Capcom was the guys responsible for every single Disney licensed game. So. No new weapons are getting knocked off of the list right now. But yeah. Whoops. That was the only real game announcement I heard. They really got to work on that logo, though. Dear God. It is not very Street Fighter-esque, I'll tell you. At least not in the the style that they've been running it for the past couple years. I'm probably still gonna play it, like regardless of what anybody says or anything about in regards to these things, because Street Fighter is my introduction into the fighting game genre, and I tend to at least try every single Street Fighter game, whether it was arcade or console. They pretty much have my money guaranteed. But I kind of drifted off. Soul Hacker. What is that all about? Like, I know you said stylistically what the game is kind of aiming for. It's what's the genre per se? Because usually, like the Persona games and the other ones that you talked about with Atlas, they're generally like modern day high school esque sort of social settings. Is Soul Hacker 2 kind of in that same realm? Yeah, no, I didn't move. Sort of deserved what happened there. That done. Ooh. I don't even need to go all the way back. I just need that. Fastest. Yeah, that was pretty. No! Damn it. Rolling in the box hill. What? Actually, what I'm gonna do, follow the elevator. And then we're gonna go back to the cell. That's kinda where I prefer to. I should probably actually play this game. Otherwise, I'm gonna die a very stupid death. I'm gonna be very ashamed of myself. Like, I took some pretty hard hits there for no reason. Oh, one had you as a hacker boy, more of a sci-fi world. Also, the characters. Okay, so you're like playing full-blown adults as opposed to like your cool teenage fare, which is cool. That's a change. I'm sorry, I went straight to the assumption that they were adults. I don't know. Maybe they're college-age guys. The whole thing was their college dissertation. Bruh. Why? are you the way you are, sir? Yeah. Put it down. You're gonna hurt somebody in here with that. Oh, there's a well in there.
No, you below not the please. I'll be. Very well. I am. Give this to your part.
Ugh. Right. Right. 1819. Of course. So, yeah. Early college. That's cool. Not seniors, but that's, that's fine. I don't know what to say. Like, when it comes down to it, if you have a story to tell and you have a way of telling your stories, that's cool. You have an audience for your stories, too. Like, I do find that late teen age group is a good target for those extra lengthy games. Because those guys have time. So, if you make things relatable to them. Because, like, me and my buddies would go through, like, a Final Fantasy game in a few days. Because what was stopping us? Right? We had very limited amounts of responsibility, maybe a little bit of homework here and there. But, like, for the most part, we didn't have much that, beyond video games and homework to take advantage of. I kind of get why those games tend to skew towards main protagonists and, that age group. It's like, look, this is who we want. I've always found age to be questionable, most like anime styles of art, because I can never figure it out. Unless you're like 3 feet tall. It's like, okay, you're supposed to be a child. Although I'm not sure if it was Invincible. They had a very similar in ways storyline. And I'm talking about the comic. I don't know if the show has broached the subject yet. So possible spoiler alert for later things to be approached. Actually, I think they started to approach it in the show anyway. Yeah, if you're watching Invincible and haven't read the comic, I may accidentally. I don't doubt it. There's this character who is very similar in ways to the Hulk, but it's like a woman who is given these powers that like they can turn into a monster, but when they do, okay, I'll you know what? Never mind then. Forget it. I will leave it alone for now. You're all safe now. All right. Just finished Jessica Jones tonight because leaving. Yeah. Did you? So that would have been season. They only did 2 seasons of Jessica Jones, right? Three seasons of Jessica Jones. Wow. Okay, yeah. That one and Daredevil got 3 seasons. Luke Cage got 2 seasons. Iron Fist got. No, Iron Fist did get a 2nd season. Against all the better judgment. Lord. That's cool. I, as a comic book fan, was more of a fan going in of Luke Cage than most of the other characters. So, like, one of my earliest major comic collections was, in fact, Power Man and Iron Fist. So, dude, those video essays are getting really in depth lately, man. Holy crap. Credit where credit's due.
I allow you they have to head for. What is wrong? Are you not?
Are we doing it now? We'll do it. We'll do it before the 4th. But did you already watch The Defenders? Not the best of their works, I'll say that. A lot of it ruined by the fact that they just weren't ready with Iron Fist. Which hurts my feelings as a fan of the comic. Ah, okay, there it is. That makes sense. Yeah, because that's where Daredevil got season 3, Jessica Jones got season 3, Luke Cage got season 2, and Iron Fist got season. Iron Fist season 2 was much better than the first one, but that was a low bar to cross. Defenders was supposed to be better, but racist. What? I mean, Defenders sucked, don't get me wrong. What? I don't know, maybe I roll with the wrong crowds on that one.
Oh, the champ to be. I am somewhere, perhaps might say, champion of art. I was once a. Oh, I am honored. I should be dead. Yet you have
Oh, geez Louise. I did not know that that was part of the decision making. I mean, geez, that really makes the fact that Sigourney Weaver felt phoned in kind of correct. Don't get me wrong, she's a great actress. I don't know, I mean, ultimately the Hand were supposed to be the bad guys, and yeah, white woman in charge of the Hand makes no sense to me. Yeah, 100% agree. %100% agree. I think that to me sounds like an Ike Perlmutter move. That was the old guy that was put in charge of Marvel. Ike Perlmutter? Okay. He was the money man behind Marvel decision making for a while. He used to be in a position. He was in a position above Kevin Feige, right? And basically, Ike Perlmutter was the rich guy who had the final say on just about everything. He was also sort of the vindictive, like, mouth man behind trying to bury X-Men and Fantastic Four. This is all rumor and hearsay, behind the scenes, possible. It could all be bullcrap. But he's definitely a stodgy old businessman. And he definitely had a lot of decision-making power over at Marvel. I think he was like the guy Disney sent to oversee. I don't know what his overall Pearl position. But the rumors are that there was a lot of decisions made in early Marvel that sound like that Defenders decision that were definitely like had his name on it, or somebody would say, hey, yes, this guy said this thing. Yeah, exactly. And now this is the thing. Ike Perlmutter is like CEO sort of position. Grand Wizard overall overseeing the entirety of the money, as it were. And how do I put it? He was the reason Captain Marvel wasn't seen for a long time. Character. Nobody's gonna believe in a strong female character, blah 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 blah. And he would say something like that. Exactly. That is exactly the kind of thing that would be attributed to him. Yeah, well, but that's the thing is, Ike Perlmutter was there in the early days of Disney too, because the Disney buyout has been present for a long ass time. No, 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 no. Loeb used to write everything. Jesus Christ, that man's name was everywhere. Me. Let me see if I can't find something reasonable with him. All right, we're gonna take a pause. Briefly become a just just chatting about things thing. Let's open a Firefox window. That should actually probably be a little on my resources. Yeah, Jeff Loeb. Jeff Loeb is just a name that is synonymous with TV to comic writing. Oh, come on. There we go. Ike Perlmutter. Such an old man name. Let that spool up. It's chugging. Okay, here we go. So, sorry, his name is Isaac Ike Perlmutter. I know him by Ike from things that have been talked about. He was a big CEO of Marvel Entertainment early on, when they were initially part of the whole movie universe, etc., etc., etc. And he's often attributed to trying to remove the X-Men and the Fantastic Four from continuity, so that, you know, Fox couldn't get the money from those products, you know, and doing his best to kind of Marvel only money things. Let's see if there's okay. What you got to understand is where I'm coming from is Jeff Loeb is one person in the chain. Ike Perlmutter is the final buck stops here name in this kind of conversation. So what'll happen is Jeff Loeb might say the thing, and Mike Perlmutter will be like, "No, don't tell them that, or you will not get any more of my money." Right? And then Jeff Loeb has to look like the bad guy because he's the one dealing directly with the actors, etc. Right? That's the kind of situation that he was creating in all of this. Like, he's this grand overseer, but he was behind the scenes pulling the strings, the Wizard of Oz, as it were, making decisions like that. And, you know, when Jeff Loeb says a thing, there's an Ike Perlmutter hand screaming up his ass, moving the fucking mouth, right? That's more or less what the assumptions were in a lot of cases. Yeah, this was the guy who tried to make the Inhumans a thing. Or at least told everybody to make the Inhumans a thing. And, you know, things aren't perfect, I'm sure, right now. I'm sure there's just as many issues that are more or less behind the scenes. And, of course, a lot's coming out about how much of a piece of shit Joss Whedon was on set and whatnot. So, God knows what there was with the Avengers. Probably need a bigger name card to shy away from. Wouldn't that be why Sigourney Weaver became the bad guy? Kind of what we're getting at, right? Or am I missing? Did I miss something there? I mean, Jeff Loeb is not an innocent man. We are talking about the guy who is responsible for the Ultimates 3. And a lot of early DC TV too. I think Jeff Loeb, for one period, definitely had too many eggs in too many baskets, if you ask me. And, you know, he might not have disagreed with some decisions that were made in regards to that, and, you know, had no problem saying the words, you know. There's that difference between, hey, you know, the boss has told me to say this, and then the boss telling him to say and be like, sure, no problem. Right? There's a massive difference between the two things. So, and again, it's the, I hear that, and I just hear all the things I've heard about Ike Perlmutter from behind the scenes, and, you know. I instantly think that all that kind of crap. Evax Army, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night. Good weekend. Good Monday. Not much is up right now. Just sort of enjoying myself. Good. I'm doing really well. Had a nice day off with the holidays, so here in Ontario. Oh, well, I've been playing Dark Souls for a little bit now. Mostly this year. This past year has been like kind of my introduction to the Souls series through my Git Good or Git Fit program. Oh! Haha! Got him. Alright, where is he? Of the Dark Souls, I'm really partial to 3. I like 1. And 2 is my, back when we had to ask what our least favorite Pixar movie was, I'd begrudgingly have to say Cars. You know what I mean? I was fine with 2. I played through 2 3 times, but I am less inclined to do more playthroughs of 2 than I am with the other ones. I think part of it is it's long, but yeah. This one and 1 for sure have a pretty decent place in my heart. But I'm also partial to Bloodborne. Bloodborne has been really good. I've really enjoyed it so far. For my second time through. I'm doing an all boss. I'm in the middle of an all boss run of my to Get Good or Get Fit. So, bam. Really? Okay, fine. I'm like, really? Hold on a second. Let me go next. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you all out of Estus? I do appreciate it, but I do have somebody I work with. I just don't ask all that often for things. But appreciate the offer. I get a lot of offers throughout the day, and I mean, to be honest, I work with one person on my emotes right now, and everything else just sort of a go at it. I'm not really looking to update much yet. I'm not at that point. Still very, very small in that manner. Uh-oh. Like, honestly, I'm not really looking for a designer right now. I appreciate the offer, like I said. And, you know, keep your eyes on the stream or join our Discord and drop me a message with your Discord. And we'll talk, and I'll take a look. You go by my Twitch name on Discord. Rah. Whee! Ow! Rude. That's not quite what I wanted, but take it. It's similar enough anyway. Hammer. Ow! Oh, this is gonna be a undead bone shard, isn't it? Didn't really need that. I'm doing Elden Ring on the PS5. I will be playing it. I know I'm boring, but my PC definitely needs some major upgrading. Not sure what specifically is the pigeonhole given what I have as far as a PC. But it sounds like doing Elden Ring on 2025. But yeah, my PC is oh no, the specs seem higher than it's running as. That makes any kind of sense. And I would really like for it to tell me what the fuck is up. Because I'm running a 2060, so it's not. It shouldn't be my graphics card. It sounds. I really enjoyed season 2, but that is me. I'm also a big Luke Cage fan. I think it's honestly, I think it's my processor that is the pigeonhole, and I do kind of want to move up to an AMD, but that's gonna mean I'm gonna need a. If you feel like season 1 was meh, you're not gonna like season 2. Season 2 is very similar in tone. Just kind of goes in a different direction. Alright, let's get the balls! Hammer them nutsacks. 6 months. Cool. I'm probably not gonna be playing it right out of the gates. That's fuck off. Just fucking hit the pustules. Shit. Cool. Not much of a game changer, but oh yeah. I definitely agree. This is like the weirdest fucking boss. Most awkward boss to have to fight. Fucking spread eagle at you the whole time. He's like, oh my god. Oh, you hit me in the ball so hard. Oh, it's so weird. Sitting there like an old man, blow drying his balls in the gym. Yeah, it's welcome back to the exclusive wars. It's ramping up again. I mean, the exclusive wars have always been going on behind the scenes. Let's not get ourselves. It's just getting it's gonna get a little bit more heated as we go now, especially with, you know, Microsoft's big buys, Sony's getting some big buys with Bungie too, so. Be an interesting couple years. What I really can't wait for is this console generation to get a start.
Welcome home, I should speak then.
Oh, I'm sure of that.
Very well.
I'd lean more towards a Bungie being exclusive than an Activision, because Activision makes money off of its non-exclusivity. But Bungie being a purchase by Sony, I think they'd be more likely to become a new Sony studio than Activision for sure.
Farewell, Ashen.
Like, I see Bungie becoming the next Sony Santa Monica, you know, or the next, what are they called? Insomniac? Alright, weapons. So, we already have a Hollow Slayer Greatsword, so we need to do the spear, I think. Hold on a second. Let me pull up that list. We'll do the list later. We'll just hold on to the soul for now. It's just Vorts that I don't need to deal with. Well, yeah. Don't forget, Tencent owned a stake in Activision. Wasn't a big stake, but it was a stake nonetheless. Yeah, but that's kind of what I'm getting at, you know? It's maybe not the same Sony as Sony Santa Monica, but Insomniac is basically making things for PlayStation. I'd put Bungie at that because, you know, they made Destiny, they made Halo. Back in the day, they made Halo. And they also made Myth back in the day. Marathon. Dating myself.
How gracious let I am.
Oh, of course. It depends on whether or not Google has any foresight in continuing on where they were with the oh, what's the word for that friggin' travesty? I've already forgotten the name. Google's been in the console market, which is just really cloud gaming. Stadia, thank you. See? I've already forgotten the name. I worked on one of the first games that came out for it. Oh, I'm sure once the Stadia exclusivity contract is gone, they'll be in a hurry to get it on something else. And on the plus side, that something else is, I think, generally PC platform. Almost like 1-to-1. Maybe a few minor changes you have to make for connectivity to your PC version ports pretty simply to Stadia. So that's what you do. You make a PC version and then, you know, finish up the work that you need to do for Stadia. That may be a slight misrepresentation because that kind of work. You say like things like, "Oh, it shouldn't be that much work." It is still like work. How does that name seem familiar? I remember throughout all the like, I would talk to my friends at work during all the, as like, they would do more and more press conferences for the Stadia, and every time we were done, it's like, I swear to God, this thing sounds worse every time they talk about it. I almost need to stop talking. Which was very different from my impressions of Death Stranding, which I've talked to Amber after this week, because this week's date night is me starting Elden Ring. We are going to be starting to play Death Stranding as our date night game. Kind of doing the swap the controller sort of situation, taking turns. And, you know, generally, come on, man, just fucking use the auto target. Taking turns to do things in the game, or just, you know, while that, so we can sort of enjoy it together to a certain degree. You know, to make the experience that, I don't know, doesn't seem as interesting more interesting. I mean, it could end up being like a masterpiece of a game. And it could be another one of those games that's a little bit too prophetic for its own good. Lest we forget our experience. I don't know if you guys were here for it, but the experience with Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance and how scary accurate that was to a certain year's election. I feel like Slash was definitely there for me, or you know, that one. Hot, not even once, guys. Oh my god. Alright. Not so bad. Not so bad, how's your mom? Don't think that actually done that one. He is trying to inject pot in me, baby. This, I think the thing about Death Stranding is that it was a situation where nobody could say no to him. Right? So this is like unfiltered. Even better is I'm getting I'm gonna be playing the director's cut of Death Stranding. It's like, what did Kojima say no to himself about? You know what I mean? Like, Kojima, this is your project. Your name's on it. You get to say no or whatnot.
If you've any, if like the
I get to just open this one this time. Kojima Kermit Sith Lord meme. Cut it. Do it. Just do it. Kojima-san. Make them deliver Amazon packages. Lady, you just got touched by a giant onion.
I came to this land. Your touch has freed me. I am weak, but if it would not trouble you... Oh, thank you. I shall die.
Later.
all you faceless undead. Now you've gone and how very quaint. I'm Egon. I am and only. What's the matter? What's the matter? I'm an
Dima went to Matt Mikkelsen and Del Toro and was like, I'm in love with both of you, so I respect your opinion on. Toro was the one who tried to push him. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 100%. If anybody is pushing him to go, like, no, do more weird shit. Yeah, it would definitely be Guillermo Del Toro. Mads Mikkelsen cut when.
Oh, pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegbert of Katarina. To be honest...
This recipe calls for 2 onions.
Have you ever walked near a white birch? Only... Well, if I... Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk. But I have to find a... This lift only goes down. Well... This lift... Oh, with a lift... I've got...
Alright, Winnie the Pooh.
With a...
Drink. Alright, let's see if I can do this time without committing. wonder if what I've heard about Mads Mikkelsen was true. If it's the case, it's going to be the one that involves him doing the least amount of work.
I help. I help. I help.
Would explain why none of the arrows even came near me.
Ah, don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried. But thanks to you, an epiphany.
King's Quest.
in the head. I've unraveled
Man,
the
when things go on sale, it's hard not to
mysteries
spend money sometimes. I get you.
On some days, I went up the tower, so I thought. I'm not exactly. Anyhow, do you see that? That humongous beast? I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl. How now? Think twice before. I could try talking some sense into him. No, I think not. He's far too overheated. I could try. No, I think not. He's far too overheated.
Ooh. This is what happens when the onions cut back, baby. You still cry.
That was. But you mustn't. We unkindled. But for the. For your valor. Long may the sun. Well, the only thing to do.
Shh. Yapping. Pour himself out. You know, I went through this last time too. Not gonna go again. You see, I have done as the ladies who saved themselves for marriage have said. I have saved myself for Elden Ring. I went in full blown, knowing that I am going to play said game. I'm going to stop all things in order to play said game. And the only games I would be getting are games that would not interrupt it. So, I did acquire the new Horizon. I haven't opened up yet and tried. I will be soon. I don't think I'm going to stream it because I didn't stream the first one. I'm going to probably do it off stream. And I want to enjoy it in 4K and all its majesty. Code Vein, Mortal Shell, Dark Souls 3 DLC, Sekiro, Dark Souls 3 DLC, 2 Demon Souls and Yikes. Sounds you got a lot going on. Right, yeah, you mentioned that you were platforming. I took Friday off for Elden Ring. Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that I was definitely planning to do Get Good or Get Fit for it, I would probably be playing it on the Friday too. But, you know, I don't think a fresh tattoo on my chest is a good thing to be pushing too hard with push-ups, you know? I'm going to take it a touch easy. Yeah, it depends on how into it you are, right? Like, I actually have plans to go back to Dark Souls 1 again. If you're into it enough, you'll keep going. If you're not into it enough to kind of keep going at it, yeah, it's best to give it a break. Though if you want to kind of avoid the burnout of it, as far as like, I don't know, if you're considering it games that are hard as opposed to games that are the same, I would not. One of the mistakes that a lot of players make about Neo is saying it's like Dark Souls. It's not. Like, there was a moment in the middle of it where it was like, fuck me, I'm not playing Dark Souls. I'm not playing a Souls-like. I'm playing a game that has some elements borrowed from Dark Souls. But I'm playing Ninja Gaiden with Dark Souls elements, not Dark Souls. So, that's one thing I kind of was late to the party of realizing. And, on Neo. And Sekiro is kind of its own thing, I find, too. So, if you wanted to kind of approach your list, you could, like, do a Dark Souls, and then do Sekiro, and then do a Dark Souls, and then do Neo 2, and then do a Dark Souls, and do something, you know, let me go through that list again here, yeah, and you're doing Dark Souls DLCs and whatnot. Code Vein is very much Dark Souls. It's just with big old anime titties, so. And a partner. So, harder to stay dead? If that makes any degree of sense? Like, as long as you don't, you die, there's like 15 seconds between your deaths, you don't really die. Because your partner will have the ability to bring you back to life. No, but like when I say Code Vein is Dark Souls with anime titties, I mean there's fucking bazongas everywhere in that game. You can build your character with them too. Oh, you're alive. Like, yeah, there's Quelaag, but like it's I'm not saying any of that. But I am saying that as well, yes. Because I most certainly did build a girl with underboob. I don't know. The wine tends to age and spoil on you a few times in that game. Mostly waiting for cutscenes to end. I did have fun with Code Vein. Really? Wine is something you take your time with? Did you just tell the 40-year-old ex-chef that? I'm just being facetious. Yes, but wine shouldn't turn to vinegar in your glass. Kind of what I was getting at. Code Vein has a habit of turning that wine into vinegar in its glass a lot. The systems are a little They're interesting to a certain degree. What? Why am I thinking there's somebody in here with the fuck? I'm. I think there was one thing about Code Vein that really like was super noticeably annoying for me, and that's as a guy who like at times has to write bugs about things like this, is that sometimes you'll be watching like a cutscene, or you'll be interacting as a character, or you'll build your character, and I think actually Dark Souls has this problem too. So I shouldn't be too critical. Hell, like look what's happening with the shield, and the helmet, right? With this handle, like things will clip into things like that, and just didn't get handled. But at the same time, the processing power might not be worth it to save the frames, etc. and whatnot. But I found more of those. Code Vein, but more specifically with the characters that they created. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, it's one thing if I make a stupid character and a character creator and their hair clips into their shoulder and whatever, okay, that thing happens. But when your character that you should have painstakingly put the effort into putting your character together on is doing it, again, this is a nitpick. Code Vein has bigger problems than what these nitpicks are. And it's being a fine game, but I don't know, it just feels... something about it that feels not quite right. Scarlet Nexus, I think is the one you're talking about. I played that for a bit, but it definitely had like I actually played it on stream and I had to stop because there was there was less cutscenes and more like almost like visual novel cuts in this game, and it was just a little too much. That one felt like Astral Chain almost, like delivery and style. Okay, I think we're basically done here. Dead Settlement. I see 2 Iron Fist, and it's all downhill.
Ah, Ashen one.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Oh, and what just... Heavens, thank you. Almost. You can... As... Goodbye. And stay...
Hmm.
Oh, hello, you're back and in one.
Here I am being lied to. Here. Sorcerer lady. I mean, that's kind of low. I'm not gonna say they were trying to make quality TV, but they did try to avoid low-hanging fruit when possible.
Oh, and in...
That's a lie. They hit it whenever they could. Where's my list? Bandits. Get this. This. Off the list. I mean, you know, they say it's hard to recognize sarcasm in chat, but I think I found it. One thing I'll never deny is that they fucked up Iron Fist. That's something you're never going to hear me deny. As an Iron Fist fan, they fucked up the goddamn character. I was able to enjoy the movie because I'm a fucking ridiculous diehard, or enjoy the show in ways because I am a ridiculous diehard fan of Iron Fist, but yeah, no, it's not a good show. But it's possible to enjoy bad things if you... Well, it's... The big problem is that they rushed the show a little too much. A big part is they didn't teach him jack shit. Most of his martial arts he learned on the set, which is problematic. Right? Like, before, like, while they were filming, they would teach him what he needs to know. And, like, we're talking about Iron Fist, who's supposed to be better, if not on par with Shang-Chi. Right? So... And I'm sure he put more effort than the work they put in. I mean, both are part of the problem. One is a big part of the character. And if you don't have the confidence to be the martial artist, you don't really have the confidence to put the lines together. You know what I mean? And like how Stallone worked really well in Rocky because he believed in what he was doing. Again, not disagreeing. I think I already said that earlier today. You seem jet set on a really bad joke. And really, it's the whole hand that's good. It's not the finger. The iron fist. But the jokes are more about fisting than anything, right? Enough to give me... Oh, that was nothing. Oh my god. Oh, quiet you. Nobody asked. Yeah, you too. Shh. Quiet. Don't roar. Leave your wings alone. Well, that was the thing I just read. Alright. I mean, the plot of the Avengers was the forming, or the raising of the beast. Ultimately, the whole thing. It was just hidden under a bunch of bullshit. But I'm more familiar with it because I read the comics a lot. Like a mixture of Shadowlands and there was a Daredevil story that involved Elektra becoming the Beast. I did also binge it when it came out. Like, when was that? It was like, that was multiple. Oh my god, it was like 5 years ago now, wasn't it? Maybe 3, I don't know, 3 or 4. Still years ago. I only watched it the once. I remember watching Luke Cage twice. Because I'm such a ridiculous Luke Cage fan. I told my wife, I was like, no. I'm watching the show, and then I'm going to watch it again with you. I will keep my mouth shut, but I am doing it, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I'm super hyped for that.
We seek the cathedral. We may go our step the next minute. Oh, he's not, but don't, without. Beyond, we make the next. May the flames guide your way. We are well along the road of sacrifices. Below us is the crucifixion woods. Beyond the flooded woods lies we the next. May the.
I mean, people come back to life all the time in Marvel comics. It wouldn't be too convoluted for them to figure it out. I haven't seen what they've done with Daredevil and Kingpin yet, but I'm pretty sure I've already heard that Kingpin was in Hawkeye, and that's all I wanted to say about it, and that's all I'm going to leave it at because I still have to watch Hawkeye. I am falling behind on things. I have a distinct feeling if Iron Fist comes back in Disney's Marvel, he is saddled with Luke Cage to do Heroes for Hire. Like, that's the only way I can see that happening. That's basically going to be the only way that happens. Is they do Heroes for Hire, and Iron Fist is with Luke Cage, and they are currently teaching him martial arts and acting. No look swing worked out. Or if they do bring back Iron Fist, it'll be a different iteration of Iron Fist. I mean, they kind of ended the series with that, you know? Though that character, I don't think, ever got the Iron Fist in the comics. They're allowed to write over what fucking story they want. It's their shit. Yeah, like I said, they're allowed to come up with anything. Look into it. They always get a healing factor when they have to come back to life. That's generally how it is. Or if they were part of Weapon X. Well, David Tennant was an amazing actor, and he fucking made a character. He made the Purple Man interesting. Actually, the Jessica Jones comic made the Purple Man interesting. Get ourselves. But there was like a small period of time where Marvel was just doing that. Actually, a lot of comics were doing that. DC did it too. It was like, hey, let's make this character interesting by making him the worst kind of human being ever. Which, you know, they went to some fucking extremes like they did with Purple Man. Among other characters. Dr. Light, we're looking at you fucking slime ball. I'm sure, like, the Netflix stuff, it will depend to a certain degree on, like, what they want to keep around from it. They will pick and choose, he said. They could very well make new series, keep whatever actors they choose to keep around. It was all part of the multiverse, guys. We knew this was happening the second that executives got a hold of that. In fact, if I remember correctly, there's like a story about Jeff Johns got pulled into a meeting with Warner Brothers executives. I was like, please explain this multiverse thing to us. Got him. Give me my souls. Give me my. Still not enough. Reverse. Oh, Jesus, yeah. The original Mandarin. You'll really be tapping into that North American live action version of the Guyver. Or all 90s movies where the normies used to save the day all the time. Oh, taken out of midair. But I also haven't seen. I'm so far behind on all the Marvel content. Like, as a fucking comic nerd, I'm ashamed of myself. But I really got into this whole streaming. And, you know, the world was shut down. Well, if you pay for Ben Kingsley, you don't cheap out on his fucking role. Like, you're spending money on Ben Kingsley. Like, motherfucker, you get your money's worth. You don't even need Ike Perlmutter to fucking tell you that. Tell anybody that. That's kind of gross. I didn't know you said that. But, you know, people really need to fucking shut the fuck up. Keep their mouths shut. Things don't involve them.
Welcome, husband. Very well, then take. Farewell, Ashen One.
That's right, you should hear what they say about actors in Disney movies.
Heavens. Heavens. Heavens.
Dude, get over it, man.
Heavens.
Yeah, because what is it? Evangeline Lilly was one of the. Was he one of those? it's so hard. Like, it's so frustrating to hear people say that. But with the amount of information that is vapidly incorrect that's out there, it's hard to say, like, that it was avoidable. Yeah. Yes, Shuri, who, you know, in the comics becomes the Black Panther at 1.2, who is, you know, the shoe-in to be the next Black Panther as a result of that. Yeah. It's so hard to live in this, like, to look at that and not get angry. It's really hard. But I've seen so many people just, like, taken in by incorrect information. And then they have the nerve to call me dumb. It's like, fuck off. Get a hint. I mean, I can think of a lot of people who would disagree with you on that one. But that's your take. Everybody's allowed their take about a movie. That's the thing about entertainment. It's not everybody's gonna like it. Also, that's the shining eyes. Okay? Come here, you little fucker. Get over here. Where'd the other one go? I know you're in here somewhere. You know, it's funny. I was watching something not too long ago. You'd be surprised what is and isn't CGI nowadays. Well, yeah, I saw them both start to move. I was just hoping I'd be able to. I wasn't being literal. I was kind of being cartoony. Hey, where'd he go? That kind of situation. That's gonna be one of those things where one person's gonna absolutely adore a movie, another person's not gonna like a movie, and it's a matter of separating this was a badly made movie versus I didn't like what they did with this fucking goddamn warped into existence. Fucking Bloodborne dog. Yeah. I've also heard the get woke go broke crowd get angry about Captain Marvel's like, bro, billion. Like the word billion is in the money made worldwide on that one. So sorry, not sorry. People wanted to see it. It was good. Enjoyable movie. It wasn't a masterpiece, but very few movies these days are what you would call a masterpiece. That'll teach you. Gamer moment cringe. Are you referring to the hot takes, or are you referring to the movie itself?
Merciful plea, fuck.
God, can you believe this guy kicks our ass later on in the game?
Oh, you. Oh. Now, my lady.
Gotcha.
If you. Thank you.
I've heard the phrase before, but I've usually heard it referred to like just unadulterated rage most of the time.
Just a moment, then.
So.
The painting of Ariandel. Well, rotted scrap of it, that is. Go on. Take it.
Excellent.
Touch it.
What am I doing? I've seen all of this already.
How very rejoice, my new friend. The cold, quick, the sweetly. But you're sick, Ariandel. So, the sweetly. The sweet. Quick, the sweetly.
It's really hard these days, though, when it comes to that sort of thing to, like, just bite your tongue, not get involved, because arguing with stupidity, they'll drag you down to their level and beat you. It's draining, not worth it half the time. Oops, I forgot to get the the bonfire, and all right, what? Not like it was hard to get. Oh, nope. Yeah, I still have to. I still have to watch his other two. I've heard good things about them. Get Out and oh, what was the other one called? I think what I heard was the other. What is the other one called? Hey Google, what are Jordan Peele's directorial movies? Us. That was the other one. Us. That was more focused on like working class, was what I was made to understand. So. Either way, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna get around to watching the other two before I watch Nope. Yeah, no worries. Still gonna be here for another hour 15. Rolling through the path of zombies. Cutting down bitches where we go. Bitches happen to be the zombie. Using it in a derogatory tone. Actually, kind of am. Overkill! He barfed on me. Fuck him up. Ooh. We're out of here. My God. Ah, you son of a bitch. Why did I do that? It was fucking a tickle at best. Got him. Got my soul sisters. Oh my God, don't fucking. Dude, these worms have got to get them. Do. Hmm. Okay. Roll. A fire roll and a tumble. Perfect. Travel to Firelink. Okay. Shopping list.
You know I'm a bit well. Everyone's dead or whole. I might as well fetch some weapon. Well, thank you. Grey rat that until I ended up rotting.
Okay, well, let's see if he comes back with the Zweihander. Oh, a pillaging for me. Excuse me. Oh my goodness.
Passion.
All right. Go this way. I think there's an item over here. It's rusty. I don't. I don't use these things. Yeah, kind of. Get to that. Your next bit. Everybody's just burning to get a piece of me. Got a deep fire to get her hand. Get good. Ooh. Ooh, doggy. Let's go. Mm-mm. Ow. Got him. Whoa, you son of a bitch. Ah. There's something about those games that... Oh, hello. Where they, like, leave the arrows behind when they've been stuck in you. That's just so humorous sometimes. Skyrim was known for it, too. Doing very well, Angry Corgi. How you doing today? Thanks for stopping in. You have yourself a good night. Oh, shit. Thank you. It's good to hear. I like hearing that people are in a good mood, having good days. Nobody wants to have a bad day. Had a relatively decent weekend. Oh, fuck. I gotta let go of the arrow key sometimes. Welcome to the floor. Beat my hammer. You guys are really gotta stop throwing loaded talismans at me. Very rude. A man just wants to heal. But no. Lloyd went and made his talisman. Fine. I'll just wait. God. The rudeness tells you. There we go. Maybe we can use our healing items again. Yay! Alright, let's do it. Leroy! Ow. You got the better... I got the better exchange because I'm still... Yeah. We're at the cathedral. We're getting hammered. Oh, shit. Beautiful. Beautiful. Things are really heating up around here. Oh. Oh, I let that happen every fucking time, and I don't know why. Okay, I kind of deserve that. I will admit to deserving it. Did I want to deserve it? Fuck no. Did I? Yes. Come on, get him. Oh, okay, yeah, he was stumbled. I hit the attack button. Spammed the attack button, I'll admit. I'll admit when I'm spamming. I was spamming. Smashing it harder than an E-Honda player hits punch button. Fighting gamer. Yeah, you're right. When I completely whiffed the Ancient Wyvern is like my Leroy Jenkins moment. It's empty now every time I try it. It is a clip that will live in infamy. Though I don't know if it's as good as Amber's clip from this weekend, man. That was pretty classic. It was absolutely. It's because I screamed it, and then in the most calm demeanor right afterwards, I was like, and I missed. It was a moment of absolute confidence that was not deserved, which is what made it the best. Without a doubt. Did you catch Amber's moment from this from the other day? Oh, hold on. I will pull it up. We have it in the Discord, ready to go. Enjoy. Oh, double fisted. All right. Yeah, she got a laugh out of it herself after the fact, and aside from her ego, a little bruise on her knee, he's fine. She wouldn't have let me clip it if it was a problem. She has a sense of humor about it too. That was almost a lot worse than it could have been. But yeah, it was funny too because we showed it to the kids, and we turned to the kids and said, "This is why we keep telling you to sit properly on the chair, because sometimes they'll be using the desk for to do stuff on the computer, Roblox or whatever." But yeah, it became a cautionary tale. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do this. What's up? I'm sorry to hear about the puppers. Honestly, I'll have to kind of watch it for myself to get my bearings. Tend to say reserve my opinions for my own viewing. Please stop cursing me. Please stop cursing me. Okay, Kirk, let's go. This again. Go, buddy. Come on. I was considering a helmet next time we stream together, too. Like, get one of the kids' bike helmets from the closet. I also have, like, a couple belts that I use for my pants that are shaped like seat belts, so that might be a good idea. I might be able. I'm going to say, though, the message you sent was not the message I read. I have not seen Spider-Man yet. My last Marvel intake would have been Loki. And as far as movies, my last Marvel movie was in the Endgame? Infinity? Whatever the second part of Infinity War ended up being. Aside from the least kept secret in the world, not much. Yes. The worst kept secret in Marvel movies ever. Yeah, my first introduction to Andrew Garfield was The Social Network. I watched that before I watched the first Amazing Spider-Man movie, but I heard nothing good about the first Spider-Man movie. And when I watched The Amazing Spider-Man, I looked at it and I said, you know, I think the only thing that hurt this movie was calling it Spider-Man to a certain degree. Like, story-wise, they could have gotten away with calling it anything, and it was a fine movie, but I think what hurt it in the eyes of a lot of people was that it was called Spider-Man, and a lot of people... A lot of people are sticklers for that. Shit. Fuck. First time I've died in this run so far. So it was like kind of chronicling all the inspirations in his life to the playwright then, I'm guessing? Or I'd imagine. Ah, okay. That's always cool stuff to hear. Rent is a weird one. Oh, damn. Sucks. Rent is a weird one as far as opinions are concerned. Always seems to be one of two ways. It's either... It's kind of like Cats in that way. Where it's like, I'll either hear... Well, Cats is like universally derided. Who am I kidding? But like... I think the word I'm looking for is divisive. Like, fans of musicals either swear by Rent or they fucking hate it. Maybe it's just the movie. Night Great Sword was on the list. It's no longer on the list. Good. Yeah, that's why I feel like there's questions about how the representation is represented, I think, is a big issue. Been trying Sifu if you want to do a rest day for Elden Ring to play Sifu for Get Fit. Holy crap. Oh, Elden Ring is a Get Good or Get Fit from the get-go. But I will be... Sifu is on the list for post Elden Ring. I'm holding out for a physical copy. Right now, I kind of believe in the idea if a game is big enough or interesting enough to me, I want to get a physical copy of it. Mostly because I at least maintain a 1.0 version of the game. But yeah, Sifu is on my radar. And after Elden Ring, I also have the Surge 1 and Surge 2 to get through. I got lots on my radar right now. Sifu, though, it looks like so up my alley that I may hold off the Surge 1 and 2 for it. Because I am so interested in that goddamn game. Like, to me, it kind of harkens back to sort of my roots as to what made me really like and fall in love with video games. And like, I've always been exposed to video games. But, the game that, like, I think turned me into, oh my god, I gotta do this all the time, play these things all the time, and maybe make these, was Final Fight. Pumping quarters into that arcade cabinet, man. Re-wearing clothes so my mom had less laundry to do. Oof. Blobbered. Got him. Deacon's down. I think one of my favorite comparisons, based on what I have seen of the game and what I've witnessed and watched of the game, the best description I heard of it was the raid the game.
Welcome home, speak then. Very well, then taken.
That martial arts movie action flick that takes place in the building. That's kind of what I've heard it compared to. Which sounds awesome. And hyper, like, God Hand is another one that comes up too. Yeah, I think God Hand was more on the customization of the move set. And, yeah.
Goodbye, Modest. Oh, and it...
That was a big one for my weapon list. Way-handed. I think that one means the next time I do the Dark Souls 3 stream, we're going to start the wheel of, at least a wheel of dress up. Swords, right? Yep.
Goodbye, Modest. Oh, and...
is delete that from the list. Yep. That. Okay. I think Mace might actually be on too, but I gotta.
Goodbye.
Anyway. Do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna blast through the upgrades on Zweihander.
Just good, wasn't he?
No?
Pretty be careful. I don't want that.
See if I can sell those two Storm Rulers. Apparently not. Okay, I'm gonna have to find this game. No, why did I do that? I didn't want to go there. Oh, published by Devolver. And you know what'd be nice? Another Devolver Devolver E3 presentation. Time soon. I need another one of those in my life. Those are always the best. Now what? Devolver Digitals? Oh, Game Awards. Okay. I mean, I'll take both. Devolver Digital is fucking versatile as shit. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I just feel like they're always that group that's just like, you know what? We are not here to put on an E3 presentation. We're here to put on a Devolver Digital presentation. Thank you very much. And we're gonna fuck with everybody and make fun of all of you. Besides, the Game Awards gets it hard enough as it is. Like, fuck, man. We all make fun of that fucking shit on a regular basis. I mean, look at that Dorito Pope line. Even Jeff Keighley is not fucking safe from the humor about the Game Awards. It's almost like low-hanging fruit at this point. Yeah, but the thing is, Devolver does it at E3. I think that's why I kind of love it. And the crowd at E3, I think, gets it a little bit better. Are they not at E3? I thought they were always at E3 when they were doing those ridiculous presentations. Oh, okay, maybe. It's so hard to tell sometimes who's at E3 and who's across the street from E3 at this point. Like, I think 90% of the press conferences we get during E3 are the across the street fucking at the theater nearby shit. Where did the health bar come from? Health bar was that? Yeah. What I don't want Devolver Digital to do is, you know, lose track of who they are as a publisher. Because, my God, they're the guys that seem to be taking those indie risks. They are what some other companies used to be, and wish they probably were still again. God. To think at one point EA was like the Rockstar developer, not the company, but rather the, you know, that place. Like, it was EA and, what is it, Sierra, were the guy, no, way before EA Originals. Like, when they were making games on cartridges. Like, they used to be those, they were, I'd say, on par with Sierra. Sierra was an early company, but it was like run by hippies. Well, yeah, they published It Takes Two, right? But they more or less, like, they aren't what they used to be as a whole, right? You know, like when I said Sierra was a company that was taking risks, man, EA was taking those same kinds of risks way back in the day too. Right back when they were, like, before they even put the EA label on, they were Electronic Arts. And they had a fucking stupid cube and a cone as their logo. Ubisoft definitely hard to like nowadays, especially. But I know people who work there, so to me. And, you know, I know that the people who are working there are doing hard work, but yeah, man, the bosses make some decisions that just make everybody kind of do the thing. Oh yeah, no, that's 100% what I'm talking about. But remember, those are the heads, right? Those are people in management power and shit like that. So that is part of the decision making that management makes. That makes the other people look bad and makes them very uncomfortable too. If anything, Ubisoft needs to take more shit because a lot of the people who've been accused and like whatnot are still in positions of power in their company. I didn't hear anything about workers. I've only ever heard management was doing this kind of thing because... But I mean, like, there's... When a worker does it, it's more just... less illegal, more just shitty behavior. But then again, I haven't paid much attention to anything that workers... I know the guys that I know were all kind of... What the fuck is going on in this place when that all came up. Well, I mean, again, it's what is less blatant when the people aren't under investigation or still running charge, and you know, decisions. I don't know how they did with Activision. Actually, I gotta look into that, see if anybody actually lost their jobs to the. Before I start fucking. Well, yeah, cube crawls and the fucking meeting room called the Cosby Room. Like, there's some pretty heinous shit going on at Activision. And Blizzard, what a fall from grace as a company. There would have been a time where you could not convince me that Blizzard was ever A, gonna be, you know, make a bad name, or sorry, A, make a bad game, or B, be accused of any of this fucking shit. Like, you couldn't have convinced me a couple years ago. And now, fucking, I don't believe anything anymore. Sometimes you live long enough to become the villain, right? I'm familiar with it. I know the soundbite. I know that it is a meme. And I have seen the imagery connected to it as well. I'm the Joker, baby! That one. Shh, keep it down. Like, if you were to go back to my college, like, talk to all the guys that were in my college back then, everybody had the two or three dream companies, and almost universally, like, maybe there was maybe one guy in the entire class that didn't say that they would fucking love the opportunity to work for Blizzard. Fucking hilarious if you look at it now. Like, yeah, man, I want to work on the next fucking StarCraft or Diablo or work on World of Warcraft or whatever, man. I want to work on Blizzard's shit. Now, fucking fuck them. Actually, come to think of it, one of the years that I was in college was the year that the two guys in charge of Infinity Ward had broken off because of, you know, misappropriate, because Activision wasn't giving them their full bonus. And then when I found out how much the bonus on money owed, Paper Castle Games isn't out. Look out for as in watch their games, or we'll look out for as in avoid their games like the plague. That's nowadays you got to be clear on that one. So I will pay respect. Enjoy their games. Okay, cool. What is Paper Castle responsible for? Did you do that vampire twin stick shooter that you were talking about before? You were talking about that, or was that Slash who was talking about that? So, on the subject of companies and their games and everything like that, I was chuckling to myself about Capcom's recent announcement on their 35th anniversary fighting game collection. As the collection of games was 10 games brought to new consoles, but 5 of them are Darkstalkers. I'm like, that's not a problem. But I don't know. I feel like more games could have been added to that list. But one of the cool things that I noticed that they added is they're adding rollback frames into the netcode for that. Like, they're giving these games netcode so you can play like online multiplayer Darkstalkers with rollback frames, which is amazing. Okay, where's this invader? Your hero. Turn. Combat. I think you can watch Stars next, which is based on old style anime where you combine words together to make anime attacks. And that sounds cool. That I'm into. I'm into that. I might even play that on stream. I'll keep an eye open on that one. Because that just sounds like an amazing idea. It was actually a thing back when we did tabletop gaming. I found a group to play. At the time, it was lesser known, but now I think it's a little bit bigger known. Game called, or a role-playing game system called Big Eye Small Mouth, which was the idea was make your own anime role-playing game. But one of the things we used to do as a joke for the combat, was, especially when we did like outrageous combat-focused campaigns, is we'd have like a word bag where we would do stuff like that, where you'd pick 2 random words, And that you'd have to call out that as your attack. There you are. Ow. Ow, ow, quit it, quit it. You have a funny hat. And you know what was a really good idea of an MMORPG that I felt was so monetized to the point where it's like I got to a point where I couldn't enjoy it anymore. I mean, it was free to play, so you know, at some point the monetization had to take over. Was Dungeon Fighter. That was so cool to me. A beat 'em up as an MMO. Actually. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Like a system that I've heard before. Sounds cool. Yep. Into that one. Okay. Yeah, it sounds familiar. Yuppie Psycho does sound like a name that you've mentioned in my chat before. Wish I had the bandwidth for indie simping that I used to have, man. Not that I don't enjoy indie games, I just can't keep up. Yep, nope, that sounds exactly like you described. Like a game that a game I have heard mentioned in my chat before, for sure. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Was not paying attention to my health at all. I'll give it a look-see. Is it one of those... Is it like a... So, sometimes you come across an indie game and it's like done in less than an afternoon or like, you know, in a very short period of time. And then there's others where, you know, they take a little bit more time. Cool. I am considering revisiting Neo, at least Neo 2. I'm thinking of revisiting. I have a distinct feeling that Neo 2 sort of left that Borderlands 2 feeling to me. 10 hours, okay. It's not a lengthy endeavor, but it's definitely a in my spare time sort of game. Not 10 hours to get all endings, okay. I don't 100% games anymore. Like the game has to be really fucking appealing to me. And 100%ing it has to not feel like a grind. I cannot do it anymore. Like doing the Dark Souls back to back, whatever. That's been fine for me. I've really enjoyed the shit out of it, and I've mostly been streaming it and sharing the experience. And I feel like I learn new things every time I play the games, which is cool. But I'm definitely not like chasing too many endings or anything like that. It's not that's not what it feels. Or the challenge of it. So if the game holds my attention, maybe I'll go chasing endings. If it makes me want to do it. But I also have to start readdressing my stream schedule at some point. I've sort of got to open myself up to some stuff or allow myself some more bandwidth to play some other games. Not that I'm getting bored of Dark Souls. Wrong. But the Git Good or Git Fit is like the most important streams I do. Mostly because it's documentation of me doing it. That's kind of why I feel it's very important. I'm just gone in a circle. I haven't. No. Well, I did get a kick out of Amnesia, so I might enjoy that. I'm more for horror games where it's more about fucking hiding, running away, shit like that. All right. I think we'll go kill the Abyss Watchers. I think we should be. Okay. Silent Hill not have some similar systems? Be back in a minute, boys. Me. Yeah, would have been a nice entry into the series. No, not a chance. I don't think Pete. I think PT was just like a here's the ambience we're going for. But this might. I was. I was musing with Amber because at one point early on when PT first came out, in that I was wondering if maybe they're gonna do what they did with Silent Hill: The Room, where you have the first-person sections, which make up part of the game, but you'll also have the other regular, more familiar Silent Hill style of game. Third person walking around this. Full hog with the Abyss Watchers. It can be a oof. Yeah, you caught me with my. Oh my god, caught me with my stamina down. Hey, Red Eyes, you wanna help me out here? Oh shit. There we go. Go! Oh my god! Oh fuck. Right? Oh my god. He's almost got me. I got one chance at this. Only one more chance. He's so fast. I gotta hit him with my hammer. One more time, that ought to do the job.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then taken. Farewell, Ash.
Oh, we spoke before. I'm well pleased. left for his true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me Aldrich is said to hail from Irithil in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fable. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our...
Alright. Yeah. Let us...
Ah. Gracious, let the iron.
Quick look at the weapons list. Oh. Gotta look. I gotta get the pole arms and maces up. That's for sure. Jeez. That's embarrassing. I think I got a rotten guru dagger now.
Ashen one, be sure.
I must have already had one. That can go list. That can come to the list. Okay, cool. All right. Anyway, brief moment. All right, that's tonight for Dark Souls 3. Got a lot of progress in. Like, we started the night with... And to pull that up for you. Started the night with Gundyr being the only one dead, and Vort, the Abyss Watchers, Crystal Sage, the Deacons are all done now. We got Wolnir next, and the Dancer I'll probably take care of after Wolnir. Before we do Yorm, I think. I don't want to finish a fourth Lord of Cinder. And, oh no, I gotta deal with the Dancer right afterwards. I hate having to do that. It's a nightmare. So, Scan the Whack, thanks for hanging out. You were here for almost the whole time, so thanks for hanging out all night. It was really appreciated. Keeping me company. J Dubs, was nice having you here too, and everybody else who jumped in the stream. Thank you for the follow earlier today. Evaka Mixes. And in the meantime, tomorrow it's back to work to Git Good or Git Fit in Bloodborne. We're gonna hopefully by tomorrow have or by the end of tomorrow, have the Orphan of Cost taken care of. Sorry about that. And then should that happen, we'll only have Lawrence to kill as far as DLC bosses. Then it's just a 2 main game boss. Get those done. We'll start just attacking the what's it called? Palace Dungeons. To kill time until Elden Ring. But we have, for the next 2 days, is actually going to be Get Good or Get Fit to kind of keep up with some of the schedule changes I have to make for them. So, it's Get Good or Get Fit tomorrow and Get Good or Get Fit on Wednesday. In the meantime, everybody have yourselves a good night, and see you tomorrow at 9:30 to Get Good or Get Fit. Have a good one.